Welcome back to another video. I recently did a poll on my channel to find out which area my subscribers are struggling with the most, and the majority went with research. So in this video, I'll be covering easy and free research methods to find profitable niches. Now, research can be one of the most frustrating parts of the process, and you can oftentimes spend hours without getting nowhere. However, with the right methods, you'll be able to set up your book for success. So I'll cover 4 different methods that I use that will help you on your KDP journey. So starting off, we're going to be using the category search method. And with this, I'll recommend that you download the DS Amazon Quick View extension. And this will allow you to see any book's importance information, such as BSR, without having to click on the product. So this will save you a lot of time and speed up the research process, and it is free to use. Then we need to go to Amazon.com, and then we can click on the left side, all, and then click on bestsellers. And after this, go to books. And this is going to show us some of the best-selling books currently on Amazon, and this will allow us to understand what is in demand and what people are actually looking for, so we can get some niche ideas to base our books around. So what we want to do is focus on this left-hand grid here, and we can see all the different categories that you might want to publish your book in. Then you can choose any category of your interest. In this instance, I'm going with children's books. And then again, on the left-hand side, we're provided with subcategories, so we're niching down even further. And again, we're provided with even more subcategories that we can niche down into. So let's pick humor, and then we can go with jokes and riddles. And now that we can't niche down any further, then we can take a look through the books, and this will provide us with the 100 best-selling books within this category. So you can take a look through the list of books and make sure you note down any common themes, ideas, or styles of books to get some inspiration. Also analyze the book titles and any keywords that you might see repeatedly on the list. We also have the added benefit of the DS Amazon Quick View, which provides us with the BSR. And if you don't know what a BSR is, it's a bestsellers rank. So the lower this number is, the better, and that indicates that it's getting a lot more sales. I usually like to limit myself to looking at books that are under 200,000, but a lot of these books in this niche, you can see how fantastic their BSR is. Quickly scrolling through the page, you can see a Would You Rather book there, which I know are quite popular. And then we've also got jokes for different ages, so that might be something you want to think about. Or even a kid's guide to writing jokes, which is an interesting idea. So just make sure you take the time to scroll through and look through the categories. I believe it's one of the best places to start to get ideas and understand what customers are actually looking for. The next strategy I'm going to be talking about really complements the first, and it's Google Trends. Now, I believe this is actually an awesome way for identifying profitable niches that I don't hear anybody talking about. And although it may not directly correlate with Amazon, it's still valuable because Google is the world's largest search engine. This means that most people, when starting out their search, will use Google. And this is important as a lot of Amazon products rank really well on Google. For example, if somebody goes onto Google and they type in large print Our Colouring Book, then my book is actually the first book that shows up. And if you scroll down further, we can see images of my book. And if we scroll down even further again, we can see that my book is the first link that we can actually see. And that's one of the benefits of your book doing really well, that you're going to get that extra traffic from Google. And this is where Google Trends is going to come in, because we're able to understand what people are searching for. Once you come onto Google Trends, you've got a few options at the top for home. You can explore, you can see what's trending now, and then you can also filter by a specific country. You also have a search bar in the center of the screen, so if you have any specific idea in mind, then you can type that in and click explore. Now, following the jokes book niche that we found using the category search method, we can type in jokes into the search and just see what results come up. So you'll be provided with a few filters that you can change. If you want to look in any specific country, then you can change that, or you can choose the worldwide option. Then you can filter for a specific time period. I've just left it on the past day. Then you can also choose a specific category, or you can do a specific web search. Then on top of that, we've got compare, and this will just allow you to compare another search term. Underneath, we have interest over time. So this is just showing the search volume for the specific search term over the past day. So 100 represents peak popularity for a search term, and 0 just means it's not being searched at all. So this is telling us that jokes is quite a popular search term at the moment. And if we scroll further down, we can see the interest by subregions in America. Again, scrolling further down, you're provided with related topics and related queries. So not too much has come up for related topics, but with related queries, we get a lot of different ideas that we can take back to Amazon and start typing in the search bar. Make sure you take a look through these, and any that stand out to you, for example, best dad jokes ever. And this appeals to me as Father's Day is coming up in the US, so that might be something that we want to explore a little bit more on Amazon. So definitely use this tool to understand the search terms and keywords that people are searching for, and then you can take this information back to Amazon to validate it. Now, the Amazon search bar is one of the best ways to do keyword research, as it literally provides you with the keywords that customers have been searching for. And I recommend that you download 2 free tools that will help you with this method. And the first is the KDP/Amazon BSR and keyword research SEO tool, which summarizes all the data and saves you time. And then the other tool is the AMZ suggestion expander, and this will just expand the number of search suggestions that are shown in the Amazon search bar. Let's go to Amazon now, and we can type in our search term into the search bar, which is jokes. And if we pause for a second, we can see the search results that have come up, and then the extra words that have been provided by AMZ suggestion expander. There are so many keywords that we can use to create our book around. So we've got books for different ages, such as jokes for 8-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 9-year-olds, and so on for teens. We've also got for high school students, we've got jokes and riddles. We've even got practical jokes and pranks for kids, which is another idea. And further down, we have Dad Jokes Book 2023. And we have so many ideas now that we can actually use for our title, and it's based on what people are actually searching for. So if we're able to find a keyword that is not too saturated, then we've got really good potential to rank well for that keyword. Now, the next step, what you really need to do is to validate the keyword. However, most people won't do this. They'll go into Amazon, they'll type in jokes books into Amazon. They won't pay any attention to the amount of results that come up, won't think about the demand or the amount of reviews they're competing with, and they won't price their book correctly or even pay attention to the cover designs that are selling well. And after a few days or weeks of the book's not selling, then they'll start complaining. However, when creating a book, you really need to make sure that you are targeting a specific audience. So make sure that you really use the search bar to find the keywords that people are actually searching for, then go through them individually to find the keywords with the lowest amount of results and low BSRs to ensure you have less competition and that there is demand for the books. That's one of the many benefits of using the Self-Publishing Titans extension, that it just summarizes all the key data on the page. So we know that there's over 22,000 results. That's too many books. It does have a decent bestsellers average rank of 139,000. The average reviews are over 2,000, and then the average price is $8.80. So we can get a good idea to judge this keyword within seconds. Now, if we go back to the search bar suggestions and instead we target dads, then we can put in dad joke books, and then we can see how the results go down even more because we are targeting a specific audience. So now we can see that the results have gone down quite a lot, and there's only 4,000 results. This is still challenging to compete against, but at least it's a lot less than the previous keyword. However, again, if we follow the same process and we go to the search bar again, we can choose any of the options, and let's go with dad joke books for new dads. And now we can see how much lower the results are. So we're only competing with 1,796 books. So we've got a lot more chance with our books the lower the number gets. I usually like to look below 1,000 or even less, as I'm trying to get on that first or second page. That's going to give you more likelihood of getting a sale. And the next thing you want to check is the demand, and we can see that the average bestsellers rank is 115,000. Using a BSR calculator, these aren't perfect, but I'm just using it as an example. Then it's telling us that a book with that rank would sell 42 times a month and 3 sales per day. However, I would also mention that a book with a BSR of 300,000 still gets about 16 sales per month. So don't ignore a niche with a slightly higher BSR or waste time looking for the perfect niche, as that's still 16 sales per month. And if you have 5 or 10 books around that, then you're still making an income. Now, scrolling through the books, some of them might be challenging to compete with as they've got quite high reviews and they've been on Amazon for quite a while. So you need to think about if you can compete with their cover design, maybe create something better, or you might want to sell your book at a lower price while still providing a ton of value. And the final thing you want to consider if you can find recent selling books, because this shows that buyers are interested in other lesser known books rather than just sticking with the best selling books within that niche. So thanks for watching another video. I hope this helps you with your research process. And if you've got any other questions, then let me know in the comments.